इट्स रिदम द इंटरनेशनल ऑनलाइन रेडियो पर मैं हूँ आरजे मुस्कान और आज हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं एक बेहद ही स्पेशल गेस्ट। मैं बात कर रही हूँ हमारे आज के गेस्ट रणविजय सिंह सर की।
Namaskar.
So first of all, it's really an honor to have you in our studio and on our show.
That's so sweet of you there. I feel really strange when people say that. I don't know why.
And you know,
It's not your fault. People say that. It's a thing to say. But I feel like, how is it an honor? कैसे क्या हो गया?
it definitely is an honor because of the stature of your personality. And we
Okay.
feel a little weird because
I think if you see somebody for a very long time, na,
right.
you feel like, I don't know. Has it ever happened to you guys when you met a celebrity and then after you meet that person, you're like, I wish I never met that person?
Happens.
It happens a lot.
I'll be
It's
honest.
happened to me a lot of
Happens.
times. And I'm like,
True
oh
that.
man, I had built this person up in my life so much. I wish I never met this guy because I think I consumed him or her in the best way possible, which was through a medium. And that personal interaction was disappointing. So that's why sometimes I feel like if you're a normal, regular person, it's easier to. Okay, sawal.
All right, so moving ahead with the question. As we all already know that you come from an army background. So we would really like to know that what role did that ambience play in your
It's top
upbringing?
secret. It's military secret.
Top
Sorry. I give credit to my upbringing for everything. Even when you say something nice to me and it's a compliment, it directly is forwarded to my parents and the Indian Army, because the Indian Army as a organization is very, very protective of the people who are part of it, and we generally don't know it while we're in it because everybody is used to cribbing about their schools, their colleges,
True that.
everything. You're like, हाँ यहाँ पे ये नहीं है, यहाँ पे वो नहीं है. But growing up as an army officer's kid is unreal. The kind of facilities we had. You want to play tennis? Available. You want to go swim? Available. When your father is not around, the other people who are around you are trained to serve and protect the country.
Right.
These are not chumps or like, these are people who are highly trained, smart individuals. Even when my parents used to go for a party and there was this bhaiya who they would leave us with. That guy's trained to protect this country, and he could teach you about knots and how to survive, how to pitch a tent, how to survive a night in the jungle, how to light a fire.
Right.
Those things you can't even learn in any place. And being an inquisitive child is nice because you ask questions. And when people were watching films outside, which were only Indian film industry films, which all of us get to watch, there's a lot of culture in the Indian Army because we were under the British Empire, so that some of these regiments have been 300 years old. So there's a lot of those films like The Bridge on River Kwai, a lot of Guns of Neveron, and all of these things. So you also are getting, some cultural inputs which are part of my personality, which other people like. So it's not because of me, it's because of where I grew up.
Right.
So everything goes to the army, the Indian Army, and my parents. My dad retired as a lieutenant general, but all of that, Fauji Ghar, discipline and all of that was there. But he's by far one of the most loving dads. Hugged us, kissed us, cuddled with us while he was, he was in Punch, Rajouri, like in areas where there was militancy and stuff like that. But he would come back home and just kiss us, like the guy used to kiss us, and he's such a, like, that's amazing. And so we don't have any of those. So we're very lucky and blessed, me and my brother. Our parents, it's not easy to be an army officer's wife, but my mom really held it together, supported the father. The father supported her in her endeavors as a teacher, as a businesswoman, as everything else. It's not easy to be married also and to keep your family. So they sacrifice a lot, and that shows in my brothers and hopefully my personality. And so that is why every compliment that we get for that goes to them. Yes, if I'm really good at basketball, I'll take that compliment because I worked hard for it. But a lot of the things are basically personality based, which that is why I'm concentrating on giving similar values and experiences that give you confidence. If my daughter climbs a rock, indoor rock now, she feels a sense of achievement that others are not feeling because they're not in the same position. I used to feel that because my dad would take me. So that's all that there is, that you're just lucky and blessed, and we're all privileged, especially in the Indian Army, because it's privilege is not just how much money you have. Lots of people have lots of money and they're also privileged, but we were privileged because there were these two people who cared for us. They sent us to the school that they could afford. It wasn't the most expensive, but they did care for us if we were getting fed. They were caring for us if we were cold or if we were hot. And yes, they didn't spoil us because we had one pair of sports shoes and one, which is okay, right? And we take it as a blessing, and we're not, we're very grateful for it. And I think that works. That's part of it.
Right. And did the idea of joining the Indian Army never, cross your mind?
It was the only thing that I thought of till I was 20 years old. Not even like till a kid. I only wanted to join the army because all the things that I wanted to do, ride a bike, play sports, get some adventure activities under my belt, travel, I thought till that age existed in the Indian Army, because that was the limit of my exposure. It was great. The Indian Army life is amazing. But my 5 generations of my family had seen it. And as the eldest of my generation, I got an opportunity to get exposed to things outside. And I went for a show while I was going to the academy. But I had to clear my SSB, which is the Service Selection Board. I did it in Bhopal, by the way.
Oh.
And I cleared my medical.
Okay.
And only once you have the letter that, oh yes, our kid or this guy from this generation can go to the army, now it's a choice. You can't say, no, I don't want to go, not even prove that you could have gone.
Right.
Because you have to clear the written, you have to clear the SSB, and it's not easy. Lots of people, because it's an aptitude that you have to have. It's not like one person's better than the other, but either you can have those 12 OLQs of select qualities or not. So I had to prove to my family that yes, I can go. I cleared everything. And I wanted to, but I got an opportunity. I said, hey, should I try this? I mean, it was not that simple. But they said, okay, try this. If nothing else, a year later, I've gone to the army. So that didn't happen. It worked out, and we are here.
Right. Also, as we know, television and the film industry is still, in the middle class families, is not seen as a very stable career. And as you mentioned in one of your answers, that many parents even today do not receive the idea of entering the entertainment industry so well. So
I haven't said that.
You did not?
No, but I'll still answer your question, because I don't think it's up to parents. Yeah, parents are also parents for the first time. How do you know at 60 where they'll say, "Arey, humse galti ho gayi"? You gotta do what you gotta do after. Here's the thing. If you want to, at 20, 21, after you got a great education, you want to go and do something in the entertainment industry, and you're like, oh, my parents are not letting me do, that is because you're still living under their roof and eating their food.
Exactly. You're not independent financially.
So that's where I said that if you then do a job where you're financially independent, and then do your passion, whatever it is.
Right. So the question was, how did your parents, receive what you wanted to do in life?
I didn't ask for any money, and I cleared my SSB, and I was like, hey, this is what I want to do. They could only say no, and still the choice was in my hand. Because you can't be dependent on people.
Right.
If you're dependent on somebody, then uski suno. Simple. If your dad is funding your passion, then you listen to your dad. Simple. If your mom's helping you out with things, then you listen to your mom. And that's also okay. Right. That's really okay. But if you're like, no, I want to go to Bombay, I want to do this, then either go and get it or be expressive to your parents. Like if my daughter says she wants to be a chef somewhere, or she wants to do something, she's expressive, and I see that, खाना खा सकता हूँ इसका, edible है, कुछ तो होना चाहिए, then I'll go for it. But if it's something that doesn't fit well with me, then she can go ahead and do whatever after 18 or 20, after getting her education. If she doesn't want her education, बच गए पैसे मेरे, और क्या, right? अभी से डर के बैठा हूँ कि यार वो भाई कॉलेज कहीं अमेरिका में ना चले जाए या, so that will be a lot of money. But if she doesn't, then I'll buy a Lamborghini or a Ferrari. Why not? Right?
All right, sir. Thank you so much.
I'll just buy more sneakers. I'll have more bikes.
Right. I think, our listeners and the viewers who are watching
सवाल थक गए, देखो, जवाब नहीं थके.
Absolutely. That is what I was coming to. The viewers and listeners must really be fascinated by your enthusiasm and your energy. So, one last message for all the listeners and viewers of BSSS Rhythm and RJ Muskan.
RJ Muskan, best of luck.
Thank you so
Best
much.
luck to the next person who's sitting across. No, I'm just joking. And I mean, the message is similar to what I'd said before. Just like first identify what you want to do, what you're good at, what you're passionate about. You can do all of these things and have a balanced life. Don't run after just being very successful, because at 60 everybody has everything that they need, but you don't have the age to experience something. Some things can be only experienced when you're a certain age. So do that, so that, because at 60 if you have 5,000 crores and I only have 100, I won't even need 100. Right? I won't even need at 60 100. So, and of course if you have 5,000 you can give me 100. Yeah. But it doesn't matter when you're older, because I've seen with my parents that the maximum money they needed was when me and my brother both were at home and studying and going to school, and books and uniforms and food and everything was needed for everybody. As soon as we left the house, there's just two of them, and now they have more money because they have pension and some rent, this and that. And they're like, dude, we can't spend this money. So you realize, oh man, actually when you go older, you need less money. Then why are we wasting time just earning money? And there are lots of people who just like, they have lots of money and they couldn't spend it because of some things in their life, right? We've had accidents. We've had like this Kobe Bryant, who's like, he got 5 championships and an Oscar. And passed away. So thankfully he was in a profession where he was really in love with the sport. But what if it was an investment banker or somebody who's, still waiting to get that time to go enjoy? So you should do that. But again, can't be misconstrued saying मुझे सिर्फ enjoy करना है. Enjoy करने के लिए मुझे balance होना चाहिए. That's all. Balance is the message.
All right, thank you so much. It was really fun interacting with you. We could actually, realize and make out what kind of personality you have. It's very jolly, it's very witty, very sassy. All the answers were really very sassy. So all the sass in BSSS we have today. Thank you so much once again.
Sass bhi kabhi bahudi. All right, you gotta shut it because I have no off button.
All right, thank you so much. Stay tuned with RJ Muskan. Only on BSSS Rhythm International Online.